all the way down to 0 volume and get to silent mode, and then you can hit volume down again to get to do not disturb mode. And there's also a little cog to expand to have different separate MIDI controls for media volume or ringtone volume or notification volume. Finally, it's right again, and it should have been this way the whole time. Number 4 is fingerprint reading is now built in natively into Android. And what this means is you can now log into your device using a fingerprint, you can buy apps from the Play Store with your fingerprint, and you can even use Android Pay with your fingerprint. And also this is a wide open API as you would expect from something from Google. So that means you'll not only encourage more manufacturers to build a fingerprint reader into their phone, but also you encourage more application makers to build in fingerprint reading into their app. So in any app where you might buy something like your banking app or any other in-app purchase, you can use your fingerprint. Number 3, I would classify as all these little tweaks, a bunch of the little things. Some of them are visual, like the lock screen has a little bit of a different looking clock that looks a bit better now. But some of them are functional too. So the quick settings get a do not disturb toggle right there. You can also now control the individual permissions for every app. So if you want the Facebook app, for example, to no longer have access to your microphone and your camera, you can turn those off individually. So very nice security features that I think a lot of people are going to take advantage of. Copy and paste now automatically selects forward word by word, which is awesome and easy. You can now make a portable hotspot that's 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. And there's even a light and a dark theme, at least in the settings. I didn't really find anywhere else that this light and dark theme affected the OS, but the light and dark theme in the setting is there, and it works, and it's pretty awesome. They're not all good tweaks though. The one thing I found that I didn't really like is the new app drawer in the Google Now launcher. It's now a vertically scrolling, spaced out alphabetical list of all your apps. It does have a search bar, but that's about the only good thing about it. It's a lot uglier, in my opinion, than the original. And it is a developer preview, so in theory it could be switched back to the horizontally scrolling alphabetical list like before. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a worse app drawer than we had previously. And hopefully they switch it back. So the number 2 feature is something called Doze. So essentially what this does is it reads all the sensors of your phone or tablet, stuff like your gyroscope and accelerometer and ambient light sensor, to determine if your device is idle. And if it sees this, then it'll cut down on all the background activity and all the background refreshes of your apps to extend your standby time by a lot. And I love this. I love any improvement we can get to improve the standby time of a device. Siri and Cortana, pretty good voice search assistants, but they don't get anywhere near the level of functionality of Google Now. And yet Google continues to use all the data they have to make it better and better, as they should. This year, we get a bunch more cards that are improved. We get a bunch more information before we even search for it. That's the kind of stuff we're used to with Google Now. But now the trick up its sleeve is something called Now on Tap. So from anywhere on any screen on your phone, you can hold down the home button to get Google Now cards relevant to whatever's on your screen. Unfortunately, this is not working fully in the developer preview, but from what we saw in the keynote and all the demos, it looks awesome. Essentially, maybe you're texting someone about a business. Now on Tap will let you hold the home button and get those cards about maybe a map of where the business is, a shortcut to call them, to navigate there, etc. It reads what's on your screen and gives you relevant info. Let's say you're on Twitter and you're scrolling and you see a tweet about a new movie. You can tap on, long press on that home button and get info on a nearby movie theater and info on the ratings and the actors and everything